Welcome to the city of Chelmsford, home to over 170,000 people. Now, as you can imagine, it's not an easy task maintaining a clean and tidy city, but our street care services will work all year round to help keep Chelmsford fresh.
In this short film, we'll be looking at the hard work that Chelmsford Council and local communities carries out around the clock. Let's begin by seeing some of the workforce and the vehicles that help keep Chelmsford tidy.
Chelmsford City Council has a designated workforce of 42 members who are responsible for cleaning approximately 1,500 miles of roads and paths. We carry out everyday tasks such as emptying litter bins, right through to major road sweeping operations. The Council organise a variety of events with support from our local communities. The River Litter Clean is a biannual event organised by the Council's Neighbourhood Environment Action Team, which aims to tidy up the River Chelmer and its surrounding walkways and green areas.
It's the autumn river clean-up today. We do this twice a year, spring and autumn. We've been doing it for about 10 years or so. We get lots of people involved, boats in the water, sea cadets, canoe club, Chelmer Canal Trust, the Environment Agency come along as well. We've got councillors here, we've got staff, we've got local residents, and we cover a very large area along our important river areas, just getting it cleaned up.
Our street care services undertake projects to improve areas around the city, including footpaths and underpasses. This often involves partnership working with other services such as council park services who can help us clear the overgrowth of trees and green spaces.
What we've got to do is clear this rubbish along here, all the way along the edges, and get the footpath back to where it normally is, 6 foot wide. Boys are coming through with the streamers and then with the sweeper after it. So basically just clear it up.
When our work is finished, not only will the pathway look much tidier, but it will be safer too. As we cut back the trees, more light is allowed to enter, and as we clear the leaves and debris, we reduce the risk of a trip or a fall.
Chelmsford City Council also organise parish cleansing days, where we dedicate a whole day to the upkeep of an area of Chelmsford. The parish council represents its local community and will highlight tasks and areas for priority cleansing. This can include disposing of any litter and weeds and pushing back overgrown grass verges. It's all hands on deck, and we welcome the parish council and local community to lend a helpful hand on the day.
Each week, the council empties over 8,000 litter bins across Chelmsford. The most frequently filled bins, as you may expect, are those located near the shops, especially along the High Street and Market Square in Southwood and Ferrers.
Many of us often eat and drink whilst on the move. The council has installed recycle on the go banks for the collection of plastics and cans across the city in high footfall areas.
Dog fouling is the most offensive type of litter and is consistently raised as a public concern. The council has installed over 400 dog bins throughout the city to make it easy for us to clean up after our dogs.
Dog fouling is very unpleasant. If it's been left on the parks and grass verges, especially for young children, if they fall down, rub their eyes in it and what have you, it can hurt them. You can pick up dog bags from the Civic Centre in Duke Street and parish councils and also hardware shops.
Unfortunately, not everyone chooses to use litter bins, which makes the task of keeping Chelmsford clean and tidy much more difficult. The council promotes its own anti-litter campaign, as we believe that everyone should have access to a safe, clean and green community space. We can also provide a small pouch for the easy disposal of chewing gum and cigarette butts whilst on the move. The council is also responsible for the removal of graffiti, fly tipping and fly posting.
I'm one of a team in the Public Health and Protection Services, and part of what we do is trying to tackle environmental crime, for example fly tipping. Fly tipping is extremely hazardous to the wildlife and the public, and it pollutes watercourses and land which have been subject to fly tipping. It's something that we try and tackle, as well as having to clear, which is very expensive to the taxpayer. We will always investigate to try and find who the perpetrators are, and where we can, we will always seek to prosecute.
Chelmsford City's High Street is jet washed 2 times a year. Specialist skater equipment is used to ensure the surface is cleaned of all dirt and stains. High pressure lances are used to remove stubborn dirt such as chewing gum.
The A12 project was quite important to us. Although we can get on the side verges and litter pick, we are not allowed to stop the traffic to mechanically sweep the whole of the road surface. And because of that, this hasn't been done properly in over 20 years. To get this initiative running, we had to work well with our partners to ensure that the traffic flow was maintained at all times. This was a massive undertaking by our staff who worked through a number of nights to take 23 tonnes of sweepings off the road. We do hope to do this every few years to maintain this standard. Our future plans for our service are to continually look at what we do to see if we can do it better. This includes a number of initiatives to ensure public places across the city are maintained to a very high standard, which will help provide an attractive and diverse environment for our residents and visitors.
There we have an overview of all our street care activities.
We all value clean and attractive public spaces, and Chelmsford City Council is working hard to deliver this so we can have a better quality of life.
What's more impressive is that we recycle more than 99% of our street sweepings, so rather than being sent to landfill, we can use it for soil improvers.
For more information on our street care services, or to find out how you can help out in our local community projects, please go to www.chelmsford.gov.uk.